Welcome, my people. It's TeaTalksCombat here, and we are back with another banger. Alright, cool. I know it's been a couple of days since I last uploaded, but I'm here and I'm back again. And so far, what we're going to be talking about today is Tyson Fury. Is he back from retirement once again? There is some training footage of him being in the gym, hitting on the punching bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the clip now, and then we're going to talk about it. Alright, cool. Play the clip. So, my people, as you can see, Tyson Fury is back in the gym. He is hitting the pads. He's back in sparring. And he doesn't look the greatest, but that's to be expected after being out of the ring for a little bit of while. I'm not going to be no one to judge him for that. So, at first, when I seen this footage, I thought, what could this may be? Does this mean he's back? Or is this just him being back in the gym for fitness, or purely just because he's bored and he misses at least throwing some punches on the back? And then I started to do a little bit of research, and I found out that he actually made a tweet on Twitter talking about his return to boxing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw up the tweet right here so you can see it, and then we're going to go from there. All right, here's the tweet. So yeah, you've seen the post that he made on Twitter, basically him talking about his return back to boxing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the tweet out just in case you're lazy like me and you decided not to read it and you just thought I was going to explain it anyways. You would have been right. So here we go. I'm going to read it out loud now. So Tyson Fury himself says 2026 is that year. Return of the Mac. Been away for a while, but I'm back now. 37 years old and still punching. Nothing better to do than punch men in the face and get paid for it. Not wrong there. I would not mind getting paid just to punch a man up in his face. And I'm sure you wouldn't either. As a boxing fan, there's a lot of people out there I'm sure you don't like. And if someone was to say, here's 10, 20, 30 grand, go punch him up, we'd all jump in the ring. So, what could be next for Tyson Fury? That is the question. So, I'm not even going to bring up AJ in this video just because obviously he's gone through a tragic incident and the last thing that's on his mind is fighting, and the last thing I want to do is talk about him fighting. If that was to happen, it will happen. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. End of the day, the most important thing is AJ makes a full recovery back, and yeah. But yeah, so Tyson Fury, his return. I know some of you guys are wondering what could this mean, what potential fights are on the cards for him down the future. And I'm not even here to speculate. What I want to do is I want to ask you guys to leave comments down below and say, who do you want to see Tyson Fury fight? Who would you see him matching up against? Would you like to see him fight Usyk again? Would you like to see him fight a Dillian Whyte, a Derek Chisora again? Or would you like to see him go on and fight new up-and-coming, like Moses Atama, Lawrence Okoli? Like, who knows? Or is he going to go back and do the crossover thing again where he might fight a UFC fighter? Or, to be fair, imagine Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, versus John Jones in boxing. But yeah, I guess him being back, there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of avenues he can go down. It's just what avenue is he going to go down? Because as we all know, he's retired about 3-4 times now and said that's it, he's not coming back, and then come back, which, as annoying as it is, at the same time I can understand it's a marketing standpoint. So, what I want you guys to do is let me know in the comments down below exactly who you want to see him fight, or who do you think he will fight, or is this just a return back to boxing and he will just kind of float around, and if a big fight happens, it will happen, or nothing might come from it. Because when I really think about it, there's not, as much as he's got any options he can go down, it's like, what options is he willing to do? Is he willing to fight another UFC fighter again, or someone on that level? Because we all seen what happened when he fought Ngannou. Like, he didn't look great, and in a lot of people's opinion, including mine, I think Ngannou might have actually won that fight. So Would it make sense for him to go and fight another UFC fighter again, or someone on that level from a different organization, a different sport? Who knows? Who knows? And when it comes to, I highly doubt he's going to fight just a celebrity, because that would make absolutely no sense at all. So it's a tough one. It really is a tough one, because like, as much as I'm grateful to see him come back, even though I just wish you don't say you're going to retire if you're going to just come back after, what, 12, 15 months or something like that. Like, yeah. So we're just going to have to see at this point. This video is not going to be a long video. I just wanted to go on and explain what's going on right now. And if you want, I can break down what we've seen in the whole training footage. Realistically, he didn't look great. And to be honest with you, when was the last time Tyson Fury looked actually good in boxing? I'm going to have to say it has to be the Deontay Wilder fights. Has to be. Usyk, it was an okay fight. It was a good fight, but it was a clear winner. Usyk's the more skilled man. He's the better man. He's the better fighter. As John Fury would say, he's a fighting man, all of that shit. But yeah, he's the better man. He won. And okay, he fought Dillian White. Like, respectfully, as much as I love and respect fighters like Dillian White, like, Tyson Fury was somewhat in his little prime run-up after the Deontay Wilder fights. And then the Derek Chisora fight, once again, same situation. Like, so the only two options I can really see him going down is to fight someone like either a new up-and-comer, but that's very risky for him. And as we know, and as we've discussed in fights, he's not willing to take risky fights like that. Because if he was, we would have seen the AJ fight many, many years ago, 8 years ago when it was first announced. So, to go down the rabbit hole, what is he going to do next? I don't know. To go off of what we've seen in this boxing sparring footage, doesn't look the greatest. Can he keep training, get back to where he was at? Maybe. You know, we've seen fighters come back. Look at the old time fighters. We've seen a lot of fighters come back, even in the older years of life. Towards the end of the career, we've seen them come back and get a win, a spectacular win, and even come back to claim the titles again. So I don't know. At the end of the day, this is not a video for me to talk and say this is what's going to happen, because at this moment in time, everything's up in the air. We have no idea what is going to come next, and in some ways, it's exciting, and I guess we just have to see how it all going to play out. But anyways, that was your boy, TeaTalksCombat here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate if you like, share, subscribe, comment down in the videos your opinion. Let me know what you think is coming next from Tyson Fury, and let me know what you would like to see him do next. So that's it. That has been TeaTalksCombat signing out. Peace.